The world watches Ukraine with bated breath. For over a year, the nation has been embroiled in a brutal conflict with Russia. Cities lie in ruins. Millions have fled their homes, seeking refuge from the relentless violence. The human cost of the war is immeasurable. Just when the situation seemed intractable, a glimmer of hope has emerged from an unexpected source. Former US President Donald Trump. In a move that has sent shockwaves across the globe, Trump has announced direct negotiations with Russian President Vladimir Putin to broker peace in Ukraine. This unexpected development has ignited a firestorm of speculation and debate, with the world holding its breath to see if this bold gambit will lead to a lasting resolution or further escalate the crisis. The conflict in Ukraine is not just a regional crisis, it has become a focal point of global tensions. The war has exposed the fault lines in the international order, testing the strength of alliances and raising fears of a wider conflict. With the specter of nuclear escalation looming large, the stakes couldn't be higher. Trump's foray into this volatile situation marks a dramatic return to the world stage for the former president and signals a potential turning point in the conflict. The agreement between Trump and Putin is stark in its simplicity. The two leaders have agreed to engage in direct negotiations, bypassing traditional diplomatic channels. Their aim to find a mutually agreeable solution to end the bloodshed in Ukraine. This unexpected turn of events was announced by Trump himself, who took to his preferred medium of social media to declare his intention to engage with Putin. The announcement was followed by confirmation from the Kremlin, adding fuel to the already raging fire of speculation and debate. This pact represents a significant departure from the diplomatic dance that has characterized US-Russia relations in recent years. It is a bold, some might say reckless, move that has left many observers questioning Trump's motives and the potential consequences of such direct engagement. While some view it as a desperate gamble, others see it as a pragmatic approach to dealing with a crisis that has defied conventional solutions. The world watches, waiting to see if this direct line between two of the world's most powerful and unpredictable leaders will prove to be a bridge to peace or a path to further conflict. For Putin, securing direct negotiations with the US has been a long-held objective, a strategic goal pursued with unwavering determination. He has long sought to circumvent the perceived interference of European allies and engage the US in a head-to-head negotiation, believing that this is the only path to achieving a truly favorable outcome. The current situation in Ukraine, while tragic, presents Putin with an opportunity to achieve this long-sought goal. By securing direct dialogue with Trump, Putin bypasses the complexities and potential roadblocks of multilateral diplomacy. He achieves a level of recognition for Russia as a key player on the global stage, a status he has long craved. This direct line to the US, a country he views as both a rival and a potential partner, allows Putin to negotiate from a position of perceived strength. Whether this will translate into a lasting peace in Ukraine remains to be seen. Section 4. A world reacts. Anxiety and uncertainty grip global powers. The international community has greeted the news of Trump's diplomatic initiative with a mixture of cautious optimism and deep anxiety. European allies, caught off guard by this sudden development, have expressed concern over being sidelined in negotiations. The potential for Trump to strike a deal that serves US interests at the expense of European security has sent ripples of unease through diplomatic circles. The lack of transparency surrounding the talks has further fueled these concerns, leaving many wondering what concessions Trump might be willing to make to secure a deal. The global reaction to the Trump-Putin pact highlights the precarious nature of the current geopolitical landscape. Trust is in short supply. The rules-based international order already strained is being tested like never before. The outcome of these negotiations will have far-reaching consequences, not just for Ukraine, but for the future of international relations and the delicate balance of power that has defined the post-Cold War era. Section 5. Shifting sands. Trump reshapes US policy on Ukraine. Trump's decision to engage directly with Putin is just the latest in a series of policy shifts that have left many observers questioning the direction of US foreign policy. From his skepticism of NATO to his questioning of continued military aid to Ukraine, Trump has shown a willingness to overturn long-held US positions, often in ways that seem to benefit Putin's agenda. This has led to accusations that Trump is too willing to appease the Russian leader, potentially at the expense of U.S. interests and the security of its allies. One of the most significant policy shifts under Trump has been the suggestion that Ukraine's NATO membership is off the table in peace talks. This concession, if made, would be a major victory for Putin, who has long viewed NATO expansion as a threat to Russia's security. It would also be a bitter pill to swallow for Ukraine, which sees NATO membership as its best hope for security against Russian aggression. The implications of such a policy shift extend far beyond Ukraine, potentially emboldening other authoritarian leaders and weakening the credibility of U.S. security guarantees worldwide.